Driving through the forest, we think we might have found a lovely little spot. So peaceful, the sun is beaming. And because the trees are here, it's kind of protected from any wind as well. Nice little flat area. Hopefully this will do for tonight. It is so peaceful here, apart from the odd car that goes past, like it's just us and the birds. So nice. And I just used my little app. I have this app on my phone called BirdNet. It's a free app and you just record the bird sound and then you select the section of the recording that you want to analyze, and it basically uses AI technology to identify what bird it is that's singing. So this one says that it's a common nightingale. So how cool, now I know that that's a nightingale song. We haven't been in the forest for such a long time. Feels really, really good. We've been here for 2 nights now in the Strandzha National Park, and today we are heading off in the direction of the Black Sea to see what Bulgaria has to offer. Woo! Spider. We actually had 2 very peaceful nights sleep there, even though it wasn't too far from the border, maybe like half an hour's drive from the border. And the police checked on us on our first evening there. They were very friendly, just saying it was perfectly fine for us to be parked there, but just to have our wits about us because we are near the border, and be aware that we might get a couple more like border police check in on us just because of the area that we're in. But they were very, very friendly, which is always nice, makes you feel very safe and kind of welcomed in the area, which previously, I think maybe early in our van life van lives, we maybe would have felt a bit intimidated when policemen stop by, but normally they just want to check in on you and make sure you're okay. Hello.
Lauren.
Hello.
Hello. Passports, ID cards?
Yes.
And driving license. Where are you from?
From England.
From England. Yeah. Where are you going?
To the coast, Sozopo, yes,
Sozopo.
and then touring Bulgaria for maybe 1 month.
We are tourists.
Yes, tourists. Passports and driving license?
Yeah.
Or...
Can you open the back door?
Yes.
It should be open.
You want to go?
Okay. You like?
It's nice?
Yeah. Very nice.
Thank you.
So we've just gone on our first vignette road. Looking at the map, there's quite a lot of vignette applicable roads in Bulgaria, and this time we've bought an e-vignette, which basically you just Google it and you can buy one for 30 days for £22 and it's like registered on the system, so you don't have to go into a shop and try and figure out how to buy one. So that is a top tip from Meeksy here this morning. You are welcome.
Well, I honestly cannot remember the last time I sat drinking coffee on such a beautiful golden sandy beach. And this is not what I expected from Bulgaria's Black Sea coast. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure why, but I expected it to be very like rocky and not beautiful golden sand. And there is no rubbish anywhere. It's a real breath of fresh air from Turkey because, as we've mentioned in previous videos, we have a very big problem with rubbish in beautiful nature spots, and here I literally cannot see one piece of rubbish. So this is lush. Someone's not happy with me for laying on the beach.
You can lay on the beach, but you can't bring it in on your back.
Looks like we're having sand in the bed tonight.
You didn't even wipe your feet. How's it stuck to your feet? What's wrong with you?
I went in the sea. Thank you, dear. Oh dear, I think I'm in the doghouse. This is so awkward. I'm watching them in the wing mirror. They're just flexing, no idea. Well, they saw that I was sat in the front actually, so they know someone's in here, but obviously that doesn't bother them. Our windows are clearly so clean.
That's one for the ladies, eh?
Oh, you lucky devils.
It's actually quite ripped.
True. And sweaty.
Mmm.
Wow, I mean, what a way to start our Thursday morning. It is gonna be a gorgeous day today. I think it's gonna be like 27 degrees, which is amazing because you know how we love the sun. Meeks is out on the paddleboard now, and oh, it just feels so good to get that out and get back out on the water because we haven't had the greatest weather for it over winter. We didn't use it at all in Turkey. And I think the last time we used it was actually in Greece, which would have been like 6 months ago. So yeah, it feels really, really good. But sadly, we cannot stay at this Parkup all day today because we have chores to do. We need to fill up on water because we are almost out. And we need to go to Lidl. How exciting is that? And yeah, just generally move on from this spot because we've been here for 4 nights whilst we've been working and it's been paradise, but it's time to move on and find somewhere new to explore. Well, that was a bit scary, not gonna lie. Great shot though, right? That was fun.
Yeah.
We are showered, freshened up, food shopping done, chores complete, and we're now on our way to try and find a Parkup for the rest of today. We came to this one in Sozopol on the coast. There was meant to be a couple of little park for night spots that other people had logged on the app. One was just outside a block of holiday flats, didn't really give us great vibes. And this one is just inside the little port or marina. It's quite pretty. We've definitely stayed worse places, but based on where we've just been, we feel like we can do better. So we're heading off and we're gonna head a little bit further along the coast and see what we can find. Well, come on then. Why are we going so slow? Going slow is the worst idea.
Well, no, because I didn't want to see if I just put my wheels on it went, then I would be like, get off. It made
I was thinking, go quickly.
It made some noise getting on that.
Really?
Yeah, it was like,
oh well, hopefully there's another way out then.
yeah, that way.
Oh, we're not really feeling this one either. Parking behind a beach bar and behind a caravan storage area. The beach is on the other side. Well, that just won't do, will it?
Not for our high standards.
What's going on? Did we peak too soon with that park up on the beach?
Maybe, you know.
Maybe we can't top it now.
We picked the best park up in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
In the first. This road isn't on maps, but I'm sure it'll take us where we need to go. Oh.
How sure are you?
60%.
Well, this is where we have ended up. Kind of like a little gravel car park. And over here, there's a little restaurant. There's some people sat out under a terrace, under the vines, having a beer. So we're gonna go do that and see if they are happy for us to stay here the night. If we, you know, trade for custom inside the establishment. God, I sound so posh, don't I? Hi, kitty. It's okay. Well, we couldn't show you our beers too much because they asked us not to film. They asked camera or video. We said da. Da, that's yes, right?
Da is yes.
Da. James is having a wave. You can hear him behind the curtain. But yeah, they said, and I said YouTube, and they went, YouTube, no. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, didn't realise this was such a secret restaurant, but they obviously weren't very happy. So we put the camera down, of course, being respectful. Not sure why. Can anyone tell us in the comments? Do Bulgarians not like being filmed? Are they very shy? Or are we, I don't know, missing some video etiquette that we don't know about? Anyway, we are not staying here tonight. We didn't ask them because obviously we want to film what we're up to. And if they don't want us to be filming, then we will not stay. We had our little beer and now we are going to head 20 minutes up the coast to Burgas, which is a bigger city, I believe. And we'll see what that has to offer. Well, if we didn't tell you, because I don't think we did, this is Meeks' 34th birthday celebration.
Yay!
So, yeah, it's his birthday tomorrow, but because of all the Parkup pain that we had today, we actually came a day early to Burgas. And we pinned this place to come and enjoy some delicious food and a gin and tonic. So we're gonna dig in.
I feel like we've attracted all of that.
Yeah, all the fans flock together. Friends! Ah.
I'll not hug her because she's dirty.
Yes, and you're wearing white.
Yes. We made it back to our lovely park up in the centre of Burgas. It's just a car park. There's a security gate, so it feels quite secure. It is 10 to 8. After a lovely meal out for my birthday. Now that I'm turning 34, I think 8 o'clock's a good bedtime. So we'll see you in the morning. Good night.
Well, we were planning on getting into bed, and then when we got back, we saw that the lights were on. And that's because Bulgaria has a stupid legal rule where you have to have your lights on during the day. So obviously when we parked up tonight, we just climbed straight into the back and got sorted, ready to go out. Because we didn't open the driver's door, no bing 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 went off. So our lights have been on for the last like 3 and a bit hours. So the battery's dead, obviously. I've been round and asked the security guards at this car park whether they know anyone that can help jump us. They asked a couple of vans as they drove in, but neither of them had jump cables. And stupidly we don't carry them. Maybe something we're going to invest in when we get back, but luckily we're back in Europe, so we're hoping that our European breakdown cover will be able to come out and help us jumpstart the van. But this is just part of van life. Stupid, stupid Bulgarian rules that you have to have your lights on during the day. Why? Why Bulgaria? Why? I don't know. But also stupid us for not realising that we left them on. I mean, it's very easily done when you don't get out the front and you climb straight into the back. So if you're thinking about building a van, maybe having a bulkhead is a good idea so that can never happen to you. Well, first impressions of Bulgarian people, not quite as friendly and helpful as Turkish as what we've been used to when we've been in sticky travel situations in the past. When I went over to the security guard ticket booth, they just shrugged and said no. When I put a translate message to them to see if they could help or know anyone who could, they just shrugged. So I guess that's understandable, it's not their problem. It's just very different to what we've been used to. When we're in Turkey, everyone would do whatever they could to help you, and after 5 months we've been very used to that and very grateful for that help. But this is a new challenge. We travel, we live in our van, these things happen and we deal with them as and when they come up, so we'll figure it out. Hopefully the breakdown cover can come out and help us. At least we're in a built up area, so maybe that will help. Yay! Woohoo!
Good morning, guys. I'm 34 years old. No, honestly, it's just a number, and I've had a lovely morning, coffee in bed. Update on Dee Dee, she lives. The mechanic came and after a little bit of humming and hawing got the flat battery to be non-flat. He jumped it off his big truck, which is all good, and we tried her this morning and she still lives, so happy days. As it's my birthday, we are heading to one of the most exciting things that I think is in Bulgaria. It's a 2.5 hour drive away, so we've got up early-ish, and we are going to head there now. So this is the Buzludzha Communist Monument, and it's somewhere I've wanted to go ever since I've started looking at maps of Bulgaria, because well, one, look at it, why wouldn't you? And two, it looks like a massive spaceship has just landed on top of this hill, and the views are literally 360, and it's just crazy. Like, why here and why so big? So you can't actually go inside this massive monument to communism because it's pretty dangerous by all accounts.
Yeah, it's been abandoned since the 90s. I think it was built in like 1974, I think, during the communist movement by the government at the time. And then after the socialist era, it just obviously got left. And no one's tended to it since, until recently when they've started to do some preservation work. Preservation work on the mosaics that were inside. But
yeah, they've started to cover them up so that they aren't exposed to moisture and like the cold anymore.
Yeah, because we're 1,400 meters above sea level, so it gets a lot of snow up here, and also high winds. So yeah, they're trying to protect them for the time being until I think they want to turn it into like an education centre, restore it to being a historical monument that tourists can come and see and learn about the history of communism in Bulgaria. So
I would 100% come back to Bulgaria just to see that when it's open.
Finished. Yeah, it would be really cool. But even being here now, I mean, seeing it in this kind of state is really bizarre and interesting, because I think the reason it was left is because people weren't sure whether they wanted to keep the commemoration of the communist movement, because it was a really tough time in this country. So it's got a really, really interesting past.
Wow.
Very cool stop off.
Yeah.
And a beautiful day for it as well.
Yeah, nice way to spend my birthday, I think.
Indeed. Happy birthday, Bub.
Thank you. I think now I'm going to sit with a beer and enjoy the view of the monument behind us. And yeah, Bulgaria first impressions?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
A bit surprised, actually.
Yeah, roads could do with some work.
But the nature and the beaches?
The greenery.
Beautiful.
Spot on.
Very, very good so far. But yeah, I think we're going to leave you here and pick you up maybe in a few days' time on the next video. So we hope you enjoyed it, and come and chat to us in the comments. Tell us what you enjoyed about Bulgaria. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
You pressing unlock? Honestly.
I was pressing lock. I was like, oh god, is that flat battery?
Honestly, this is literally daily life with Courtney.